Well, it's the battle of the butts. Carolina pulled pork versus Texas style pulled pork. Let's get into the details. Well, today we're using the Kamado Joe Classic 2 using the slow roller, adding some Jealous Devil charcoal, burying 2 wood chunks that are post oak, and we're gonna light this puppy up and get the Kamado going and put these butts on. Let's rub our butts. The one on the left is gonna be our Carolina style pulled pork. The one on my right is going to be our Texas style pulled pork. We're using SPG from Suckle Busters with some duck fat spray. We're gonna be using some hardcore Carnivore red and using apple cider vinegar as a binder. And then we'll be basting this every hour with a special Carolina sauce. And then we're gonna unwrap both of these and let this form a bark, but I'll be spritzing this with just apple or just water by itself, and we'll see a comparison how these turn out and what it tastes like. All right, friends, we got the Kamado Joe up to 250, up to 275 is the range I'm aiming for. You're gonna go ahead and lift the lid, and I've got this on the second notch, which is pretty much a finger and a half up top and 2 fingers at the bottom, if that helps you as you're thinking about how to set up your Kamado Joe. I'm gonna go ahead and put these pork butts on each side using an Inkbird thermometer, and let's set it up. Well, now we are going to put the mop on for the Carolina sauce and then spritz with water on the Texas pork butt. So I've made up my own Carolina sauce, and this is a mixture of different ingredients. I'll put it on the screen and all of the ingredients in the description, and then I refrigerated it for an hour to let all those ingredients kind of meld together. So we're gonna just simply brush this all and mop it all around the pork butt, and then spritz the other one, the Texas style, with just water. So let me bring you in and show how we do it. All right, it's hour 2, doing another spritz. This is looking really good. The bark is set, and I'm loving the color on this Texas style one and also Carolina style one. I'll bring you in so you can see it. The bark formation on the Carolina versus Texas. Man, they're both coming along so nice. Like, you can just see this nice mahogany starting to turn even that darker black, but mahogany right now. But man, look at the bark formation here. Then look at the Carolina. It's got that more of that red tone, which part of that's the rub, but also the Carolina sauce. It's just taking on some great flavor and color right now. So good. Just wanted to show you that kind of bark formation and color as we kind of get on the tail end of this. It doesn't need much, but we're going to spritz this one last time. And we're going to just mop this one last time. It doesn't need much. Oh yeah. Just the flavor explosion from putting this on here. All the heat that's coming back up from that is just incredible. All right, so we have finished these 2 pork butts and pork shoulders. This is the Carolina, this is the Texas. I've got some butcher paper to wrap it up, and then we're gonna wrap it up in a towel and let it rest. And then a few hours from now, a few seconds for you, but a few hours for me, we will pull this apart and do a taste test So let's put these in the butcher paper and let them rest. All right, friends, it has been 2 hours. We've let this rest. We're gonna unpackage this one. This one is the Carolina pulled pork. There we go. Just toss that there. This is the Texas. Just to kind of get, I'm about to do a little shredding. All right, so the first step is to pull out that bone, which is, for this one, is a tiny one. And this one here, tiny one as well. And this is looking good, guys. And I'm just looking at the color, and I just want to see, I think because I used the Texas rub, which was just SPG, it has a nice dark but yet mahogany. And then this one has more of a darker rub or bark to it with a little bit of red tones because of the Carolina sauce. So overall, both barks are good, a little darker here and more mahogany here. So without further ado, let's get to shredding. And this is hot. Woo, buddy. I'm gonna keep going off camera and then do this one. It's time to do a taste test. This is the Carolina pulled pork. This is the Texas. Let's start with the Texas and make sure I'm getting a good bark with it too. Yes. Man, I love SPG. It's the sweetness and it's still tender. Just being, you know, wrapped for 2 hours. It's so tender and soft and just really sweet. Not too strong, but just right, in my opinion. That was really good. All right, make sure we get a little bark for some Carolina. Pull this apart. Here we go. Got some sauce on there as well. Come on. Woo. That is delicious. I love it. That is the Carolina sauce. I mean, it's just so strong and potent. And they're both flavorful. They're both delicious. This one stands out for sweetness and subtleness. And this one stands out with, it's that Carolina sauce though. It's a little bit, it has a nice little bite to it at the very end. Man, they're both head to head. I'm gonna give it to the Carolina just because it's different and you typically don't see a lot of folks doing this, at least where I'm at in Oklahoma. And it gives it just an added flavor that's really delicious. But man, the SPG, you cannot go wrong with this strategy as well. So both of these were delicious. I'm giving it to the Carolina pulled pork today as our winner. And I'm gonna be giving one of these to a close friend of ours tomorrow. So man, this was delicious. If you like videos like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos like this, and check out the channel for different recipes and reviews. And if you love Kamado Joe or pit barrels or drum smokers or kettles, man, this channel might be for you. Let me know what you would like me to cook on the channel. If there's something I haven't done you would like me to try, I would love to do it. Put it in the comments. And then let me know what you thought of the Carolina versus Texas pulled pork. What's your favorite? Put it in the comments So again, from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue, and we'll see you next time.